We're back in the building once again, man, with Miyagi, man like Endshpil, Mav-d, bruv. I think it's called Aphrodisiac. You know what I mean? But let's get into it. Let's see what I want. So it looks like this was like a little mini EP or whatever. I was literally just about to say, this is African vibes, bro. I like how he did that, still in them thing there. First of all, that obviously they call it a xylophone over here in like a UK, America, all of that type of stuff. But in Gambia, that instrument's called a balafon. And I think over here, you guys make it with metal and that, but over there it's normally made with like wood and all of that stuff. Like the whole thing's wood and then like rope and that, you know what I mean? But the way he said the wind will not catch us while we're on the, no, he said the wind will not catch us while the roads are silent and that, because there's nothing there. We were carried away from this raw and turmoil and that, bro. So man like said, yo, the wind won't catch us because the road is silent, there's nothing there. But then what does the wind do as well when it, you know what I'm saying, rolls through? It carries things away. We've been carried away from this from this raw and turmoil. And then he said, yes, at full speed, and that full speed is them playing on the road and that, bro. You know what I mean? So I like how he literally played on all of that right there. The wind doesn't take us away and that, bro, but we were within the raw and the turmoil and them thing there, bro. And we got carried away from that, and then the full speed linking back to the road and them thing there. Like, these man be layered with their things and that, bro. Listen, fam, this is layered poetry, bro. Layered poetry. Как на ладони весь мир просторами богатый, надо бы нам окунуться в этот океан любви. Шепотом наверняка горит дотла, одним мы посмотри. И это все не напрасно, грустит тоска мимо нас летит. I'm not even reading the lyrics of that, bro, you know what I'm saying? But it's like there's a little, his voice and that, bro, it's a little bit melodic. He's not just rapping and that, bro. It's like 95% rapping, and then it's like 10%, 5% singing as well. But he's like shaking his voice. You know what I'm saying? But what I like about these guys is that no matter what sound they go into, whether it's like a Jamaica type sound, a hip hop type sound, a cultural like Russian type of beat, or whether it's African type of style and that, bro, they make sure they adapt their styles to that, bro. You know what I mean? They're like chameleons, bro. They're blending with the environment, because it can be seen as a good thing and a bad thing as well. Because for example, the very popular artist Drake, they normally say he's like a chameleon and that, bro, but in a bad way. I feel like, I'm not even to say it's good or bad, I'm just saying that's what the narrative is, that's what people say. But these guys right here are chameleons as well and that, you know what I mean? But they make sure that whatever sound they're going into, they adapt to that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they adapt to it and them thing there. Like Bruce Lee said, be the water. You know what I'm saying? If you put it in a cup, you change to the cup. If you go into a bowl, you change to the shape of the bowl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Yo, he's starting this verse cold as well. He said, in a whisper for sure, burn to the ground. You know what I mean? We are alone, look, and it's not all in vain. Sadness and longing are passing by. Fly us, it's safe with me and that, bro. Sometimes with the way the lyrics kind of land on these translations, like I said, I always wonder if it's someone just using Google Translate and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that, because I feel like sometimes, but if they're doing the exact translation as well and that, bro, I guess some things are going to sound a little bit off as well and that, fam. You get me? Because languages and where we place words are different depending on what language we're speaking and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? But I like the way, like I said, these man layered poetry, but I like he's kind of like reminiscing and that, bro, and kind of aware of his surroundings and all that type of stuff. Надо запомнить этот момент, ведь нас не догонят эти злые ветра. Согревай любовью меня день ото дня, и меня мажет от этого вида, как будто моя Афродита. And he's also constantly playing on the wind effect as well and that, and the wind word play and all of that type of stuff and that, from, you know what I'm saying? Man said, I'm quite happy with this moment. We must remember this moment, after all, these evil winds will not catch up with us type of thing.
warm me with the love day by day and that, bro. So they're basically running away from their past and that, fam, you know what I'm saying? And running away from the negative things, you know what I'm saying? And walking into a new light and a new space and them thing there and that, fam, you know what I'm saying? And making sure that whatever's behind them is left behind them, bro, you know what I mean?
Согревай любовью меня день ото дня. И меня мажет от этого вида. Ты как будто моя Афродита. Нас не догонят ветра. Пока дороги молчат, мы уносим. От этого гула суматохи, да на всех парах, смотри. Это погоня игра. Как на ладони весь мир просторами богатый. Надо бы нам окунуться в этот океан любви. Бабы врастали корнями в недра. Засуха плавила истека, почва изнемогала под нами. Жажда мучила, надо бы утонуть.
This word right here, bro, is spinning me and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? This word right here, baobabs. I don't know if you guys know this. They call it monkey bread and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not mistaken, this is exactly what he's talking about. Now, I lived in Gambia for just under a decade and that, brother. And this is what baobab is and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to explain it. It's like hard until like you put it in water and it dissolves, or you put it in your mouth and then it like dissolves in your mouth and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? But the skin on it as well, like the skin on it there, you have to be careful in that, bro, because if it gets on your skin, it's itchy as well and that, fam. You know what I mean? So the fact that he said, bro, I've never heard the word baobab being mentioned outside of Gambia. So the fact that he's even calling it that is crazy to me, bro. And I assume this is literally what he's referring to in that, fam. That is crazy. And the trees are massive as well, bro. Like the trees, you know what I'm saying? It's like a big like yam or something in that, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like the trees are massive, bro. And they're not really easy to climb and that, bro. If you're trying to get the fruit more times as young kids, we'd have to get like a long, strong stick and throw it up there and try get the, I don't even know what to call it, like the stalk or whatever you want to, you know what I'm saying? And that, bro. But crazy though, the knowledge, fam. I respect it. I respect the knowledge. I respect the knowledge, fam. You know what I'm saying? I respect the knowledge. Play the video. Let's reload it a little bit. Oh yeah, and you can also make it into a juice, but that obviously makes sense when you put it, a lot of them into water and that, brother, and the water gets nice and thick and all of the things just dissolves off of it and that, fam. You can make a nice juice out of it as well, called baobab juice and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? Or ice pops as well, icicles, lollipops, you know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff, you know what I mean? And the powder as well, you get me? Many forms. I like how he did that because he said the baobabs grew roots. The drought melted the leaf into the depths. The drought melted the leaves into the depths. Then near the end of the verse, he said, the sky will shower us with blessed rains. We will be showered and given life while the soil was exhausted beneath us. Thirst tormented us. We must quench it. And this is what I'm saying in that, bro. They're going from the dark to the light, the past, the present, and that, from bad to good. You know what I'm saying? And I respect this tune right here and that, brother, and how they're literally committing to all these different schemes. Like I said, these guys, they're poets, bro. They're poets, fam. I'm telling you, bro. That's literally the best way to explain these guys when they come onto a track and that, fam. They're poets and that, bro. You get me? And then you see what I'm saying from where he said about the rain and the soil and going into the soil and quenching the earth and all of that, bro. The man like Endshpil comes in and says everything around us coming to life took a breath. You know what I mean? Coming to life, take a breath. As humans, we breathe in them. You know what I'm saying? And that, bro. But just how he's followed up from Miyagi right there and that, bro. You know what I mean? Chemistry, bro. Like these guys are basically, bro, when it comes to this music thing, they're basically twins. You know, they're basically twins when it comes to this music thing and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just understand each other to a T, man. And then took a breath and then literally exhaled and that. Yo, listen, man, these guys, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You see? Towards, literally, towards good. The main thing is not to turn, literally, from bad to good, from past to present, and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? From dark to light, literally. That's the theme of this whole song. You know what I mean? Literally, fam.
Главное не свернуть. Раскидался эти по каменным джунглям. Не нашел. Попадал к разным странные люди.
Yo, his flow is crazy. Man said I scattered my nets through the concrete jungle. I couldn't find them. Like, but it's the voice change. I'm obviously doing it in like an English way, but the way he just did that right there, I scattered my nets into the concrete jungle. I couldn't find them. But listen to the voice control though, man.
Не нашел. Попадал к разным странные люди. Не мое. Я тебя видел лишь во снах. Ты сияла ярко. Ты расплетала дреды. И получалось афро. Нас не догонят ветра.
Oh, my thing and that. So that's where like the song's now coming into play. Man said, I saw you only in dreams. You shone brightly. You unraveled your dreadlocks. And it turned out to be an afro and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? And them thing, I'm literally in the perfect attire today.
Как на ладони весь мир просторами богатый, надо бы нам окунуться в этот океан любви.
Literally, the last bar was like into this ocean of love and that, fam. And then it's like a, what do they call that shell that you find on the sea that can like blow like a horn and that? It's like that type of instrument. You know what I'm saying? And that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And them things, bro. Yo, no lie though, I need to hear that one more time though. That little Endspil line though. Wait a minute, right there.
Добра, главное не свернуть. Раскидался эти по каменным джунглям. Не нашел. Попадал к разным странные люди. Не мое. Я тебя...
Listen, man, that's all I needed to hear in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the both of them, man. And Mav-d as well and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was a good performance. I like that one because a few people were saying, now do Aphrodisiac. So I can understand why you guys want me to do that one as well and that, bro. I like that one there and that, bro. That's my type of, like, the foundation is my culture type of thing. You get me? So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. It's been your boy Njies and I'm out of here in a bit, people, man. I'm gone.